sensible sentences. Underline the word that makes sense in each of the sentences below. Number 1. The huge football player had a reply appetite. Voracious appetite. 2. After seemingly interminable wait, the surgeon came to give us the news. Interminable wait. 3. Without a tinge of evidence, the coroner couldn't solve the murder. The coroner. What does coroner mean? Without a tinge of evidence. I don't know what. Coroner. 4. The Proverbs goes in the realm of the blind. The 1 of 9 man is king. What does it mean? In the realm of the blind, the 1-9 man is king. We invited the eminent engineer to Jurassic Club. Eminent. 6. In the Catskill Mountains, the woods implore with the deer abound with deer. 7. I can't perceive why people voted for the corrupt senator. I can't perceive why people voted for the corrupt senator. わからない。Senator. Perceive. 8. Night and day, my king brother compounds me for money. Badgers for money. Science fiction movies usually feature automation. Science fiction. With its expertise in technology, man was able to earn a good salary in technology. 11. How did the sentence make sense? Explain why. The rookie was amazing during spring training, but he turned out to be a flash in the pan. Yes, makes sense. Because the rookie was great at the beginning, but he became worse in the end. That's what the flash in the pan mean. Flash in the pan means 12. I complained to the salesman because he had sold me a pig in a poke. Disappointing. Complained here. A pig in a poke. The phrase means something disappointing. 13 and 14. After we got our ducks in a row, our vacation plans went smoothly. Yes. It means something organized. After the election, when my candidate considered his loss, I had to eat humble pie. My candidate, I had to eat humble pie. After the election, when my candidate considered his loss, I had to eat humble pie. I don't think so, because the candidate lost the election, but the 有権者ってなんて言うんだ someone who vote don't have to apologize. Let's check the answers. Says righteous in term of white tinge, realm, eminent, abound, perceive, badges, automations, technology. Yes. No, yes, what does the phrase mean again? Eat humble pie to admit your error and apologize after the candidate lost the election. The boastful campaign manager I had to eat humble pie. The managers have to eat the humble pie, but the voters don't have to do it. Word search. October 8th. Number 1. Using the clues listed below, fill in each blank in the following story with one of the new words you learned this week. In the blah blah of crime. In the crime, there are a few scoundrels who can match the exploits of Fortnite. Also use the names of Renowned Haven, children of dozens of license or just police record principal in Chicago. Yes, what is scam? Steeped or replete with the realm of crime. Dressed as a priest and using non-sophisticated. He was most convincing, however, using non-sophisticated technology. She was most convincing, however, his method of operation was to find the wallet stuffed with $100 bills outside the supermarket and then urgently and an unsuspecting woman to share his good fortune. Since there was no notification in the wallet, then urgently wallet stuffed with $100 bills outside the supermarket. Urgently, unsuspecting to share his good fortune. Notification in the wallet. Budget. first to establish her credibility as victim had to put up some money as a testimony to her good faith. Page 72. First, he told the police they had heard the player's name shopping. But explained what happened to priest. He told her to put the bag while he went next door. His office to make the sharing of their good fortune interminable wait. Right. Mouse, complete technology. Oh, employer, ne? Employer. Mouse. Employer. Oh, it doesn't have it. Special field. Historical records in the annals of crime. Historical records. Should implore and suspect the woman to share his good fortune. Implore. To plead. To plead urgently for aid or mercy. Implore. 懇願するか。嘆願する。嘆願する。Day 1. Reading wisely. The youngster who reads voraciously, though indiscriminately, doesn't necessarily gain in wisdom over the teenagers who is more selective in his reading choices. A student who has read the life story of every eminent athlete of the 20th century, or one who has steeped herself in every social protest novel she can get her hands on, may very well be learning all there is to know in the narrow area. But books are replete with so many wonders that it's often discouraging to see bright young people limit their own experiences. Solving the solving problem. The worlds of science fiction abound with wonders, yet modern technology progresses so rapidly that what is today's wild dream may be next year's kitchen appliance. A British scientist has prognosticated that within 10 years, every suburban abode will have its own robot servant. One task this domesticated automation will not have to contend with will be scouring the oven. Because even today, the newest ranges can be programmed. The newest ranges can be programmed to reduce their own baked on grime to easily dispose of ash. Green. A lucky find on the subway. これはね、面白いね、interesting story だったね。Severe regularly took a crowded subway train to work during rush hour. So she found it to be a paradox. She found it to be a paradox one hot, steamy Tuesday to easily find a seat in a car that was nearly empty. She wondered how, in the realm of possibilities, this could be. How often the annals of subway history had there been such a fortunate occurrence? To compound the puzzle, looking out the window, she could see many commuters busy racing the platform to fill other cars. It wasn't until she saw the sign on the door that she realized with a tinge of resignation. Why should have been so lucky this morning? We apologize, but air conditioning is not working in this car. 空調が効いてなかったっていうオチですね。でもよく彼女もそこのカーにいたな。電車の車両をカーという。なぜカーというんだろう。How not to get your way, how not to get your way. It's difficult to change someone's opinion by badgering him. Badger. Oh, badger. Well, to pester, nag, annoy persistently. 早くやってよみたいな。So badgering him.The child who begs his mother to get off his back when she implores him for some assistance with the household drudgery may very well plead interminably for some special privilege when he wants something for himself. How paradoxical that neither is able to perceive that no one likes being nagged. これもね、微妙ですね。よくわかんなかった。完全には理解できなかった。Search. In the realm of crime, there are a few scoundrels who could match the exploits to Reggie House, who also used the name of Reginald Haven, Ricardo Harris, Father Harris, and dozens of others. Reggie's police record principally in Chicago and Baltimore is replete with scams that he perpetrated upon gullible people. Dressed as a priest, Father Harris, and using no sophisticated technology, he was most convincing. However, his method of operation was to find a wallet stuffed with $100 bills outside of a supermarket and then urgently implored unsuspecting women to share his good fortune, since there was no identification in the wallet. But first, to establish credibility, his victim had to put up a sum of money as a testimony to her good faith. Mrs. Emma Schultz, age 72, tearfully told the police that she had withdrawn $14,000 from her bank and placed it in a shopping bag supplied by the helpful priest. He told her to hold on to the bag while he went next door to a lawyer's office to make a sharing of their good fortune legal. After seemingly interminable wait, Mrs. Schultz discovered to her chagrin that the heartless thief had skipped out the back way, leaving her holding the swatch bag containing a shredded newspaper while he made his getaway with her life savings. これもよくわからない。Right. こういう感じで進んでいくのか。20個新しい単語を学んで、上で Week 1 Day 5で全部定義を確認し、このセンテンスが大丈夫ですか、どれが当てはまりますかというのをやり、実際に文の中で単語を使うと。結構難しいね。Right, that's all.